That's true. If we're not battling powerful wizards, why are we even here? Oh, they're on Lutri. Love to see it. Our opponent is on Lutri. I know they have a Hullbreacher in their deck because I've seen it on Twitter. Should be fun. We're definitely keeping this hand versus Lutri for sure. This hand's quite reasonable. We're gonna have an interesting choice on turn one where we have to choose which land we're playing because of course we drew the Sanctuary again. It's definitely possible we're supposed to play Sanctuary and pass back without being able to hold up Pyroblast, but we'll have to see. They kept a 6-card hand. Oh, Tropical Island Lutri. Okay, interesting. Ooh, okay. Now we don't have to play the Sanctuary. So I'm just gonna play Jet Pyroblast Go. Yeah, they're just big blue decks typically. They play all the same things we do, they just don't play any 3-ofs, kind of. They have Ancestral plus Fluster here. Kind of seems like that's the case. Ancestral plus Fluster, pretty reasonable. No, they did okay, just Ancestral. Well, that's a really good 1-for-1 for us. Um how do I feel about what I have right here? Kinda wanna just play Sanctuary. I know it's like kind of low value, but I think I would rather be able to brainstorm fetch next turn. No land drop. Okay. I think I would rather just shuffle away Twister Colossus. And then the only way I get punished for jamming Dak Fade in here is if opponent plays a Spell Pierce. I think that's fine. Like I want to hold this Lotus, I think. Maybe I don't because I'm like almost always going to walk this turn. Maybe I don't actually need to. My like +1 is like my plus with my deck is kind of like garbage because I want all the cards in my hand is the problem. They can only have one negation and one force of will. Oh, they have a mystical dispute. Okay, I mean I'm definitely down to just pay with a Lotus. So I played around. I played around Spell Pierce by I played around the Mystical Dispute by playing around Spell Pierce. So, oh, they also have spell. Chat. Why? I don't think you're supposed to fight over that. The minute they hit a land, they can get a Lutri. Hullbreacher's a good one here for sure. I think I'm just gonna pass. I have other options here, like Ponder. But like they definitely have a Daze in their deck. I'd rather not cast anything into days, and I could definitely hit a cantrip or something with this Hullbreacher, like a preordain, maybe demonic. Hmm. Lutri, play Lutri main? No, there's no, you're just using it as a free guy, free otter. I hope they get Gush. This is my big hope. My big hope is this is Gush. If they get Gush here, we blow them way out with a Hullbreacher. Ah, they didn't go for it. So we might have just accidentally played into Pyroblast by this, but we're definitely gonna just jam this Hullbreacher now. Cool. Maybe I'm supposed to play that land in case I could hard cast a force. We're gonna start by time walking, and then we're gonna cast Ponder with a fetch land, so we can choose the best cards from it. Now we can choose basically any number of these cards. Oh, so they have something. They must have a Pyroblast then. No, they have swords. Oh wow. Okay, so I'm sorry, chat. I didn't see that one coming. Um, I I just didn't see that one coming. Okay, yeah, you got me. I think I'm gonna take the Pyroblast, and then we'll shuffle the other two away. All right. Well, we don't have much, and they get a free Lutri, so maybe this is bad for us. Black mana, green mana, blue mana, evolved. Possible it's better to hard cast a force there. That's a good draw, especially when they've already used their swords to plowshares. So now I'm very happy I did not hard cast a force because I have Hydra with Force of Will. So there's obviously there's positives and negatives of choosing which counterspell to use there. Like I definitely need to be able to force like a Yogg Will here. The opponent's playing a very aggressively colored mana base here. Maybe they're not even on red. Maybe they're just on, I mean, white, green, black, blue. I mean, maybe they're just 5-color Lutri. The Lutri is in their hand. So now if they have a removal spell, even if I were to counter the removal spell, they have the Lutri backup. Dig through time's a sicko draw, though. Dig through time is a sicko draw. So good. I guess doesn't matter at all. I guess they'll take out all the spells they can hit with a Deathrite Shaman. Yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hullbreacher, Wheel of Fortune? Or should I just go double Hullbreacher so that I have double Force of Will? I probably am just supposed to go 2 Hullbreachers. I'm probably actually supposed to go 2 Hullbreachers and play a Hullbreacher. Well, if I'm going 2 Hullbreachers and playing a Hullbreacher, should I not just go Hullbreacher Wheel? I don't really think I need a wheel. I'd rather just have 2 Hullbreachers. Though I think I am supposed to cast the Hullbreacher. which makes me wonder whether that was right. I mean, they have a Lutri in their hand, but I think I'm gonna cast this. Blue, green. Oh, they have the days. I mean, this makes 2 counters on my thing. I don't think I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to force the days. I don't think so, though. They have a Lutri. We know they have a Lutri in their hand. 2 unknowns and a Lutri. They can't play multiple swords. Oko. Oko kind of doesn't matter because this is still going to be a 7/7. But we know that their last card is Lutri. So I'm kind of just down to counter it. I would rather just bottom these because neither of them are lethal. All right, so they're on top deck mode. I guess they have Mystical Sanctuary here. I didn't consider that. That's bad. They put swords back on top. Oh god. We just got wrecked. Well, actually no. They're forced to go swords Lutri, which means we should be able to resolve swords Lutri, which means we'll be able to resolve a Flusterstorm. So we actually wow, this Flusterstorm actually does do work here. Because they have to kill this Hullbreacher because they're at 3 life. Well, I guess they don't exactly have to kill the Hullbreacher because they have a Lutri to block. So let's see if they get greedy, basically. Because if they play the Lutri, they can swords both my things. But if they don't play the Lutri, they guarantee to get this. I'm pretty sure that I would go for the Lutri. They just didn't go for it. All right. Now they have to trade the Lutri for the Hullbreacher. If we draw Pyroblast, we win. If we draw Lightning Bolt, we win. Draw Braid, we win. Our set's fine. All right, we win. Okay, it's interesting the way opponent played that because there was definitely different ways you could play that. Otakun always plays it out. Always on me to make a mistake. All right. So, Lutri. Lutri. Think like a million color Lutri. So I'm gonna take out Tinker Blightsteel again. We basically take out Tinker Blightsteel in blue matchups. This is no different, I think. I don't really know if I need more lightning bolts or not. I don't know how many grudges I need. I didn't really see a ton of artifact mana from them. So I think I'm gonna just leave one bolt in and no grudges. We didn't really get a great look at what's in their deck. think this is fine place to be. Try this. What an interesting game. Because we would have been pretty. Technically, if we didn't draw Flusterstorm, we would have been pretty far behind if they Lutried their Swords to Plowshares. Um, I mean, we would have probably Narset it into Ancestral, and it probably would have been fine anyways. But um, because we drew Flusterstorm, we actually had it covered, which is really crazy. Yeah, definitely not the Mana Gorger Hydra that attacked for like 15. Mana Gorger Hydra has easily been the best card in this deck by a not close, large, long mile. Big time best card in the deck. And Hope all Hullbreacher. Okay. There. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It was kind of nice that they did disconnect it. What's up, Mario? Okay, this looks fine. I'm jealous of how much mana they have on turn 1 here. You got it, homie. No, I don't think so. I'm mostly being facetious. Not a great draw. We really need mana. You're right. They did not companion Lutri this game, which means they probably brought in 4 Force of Wills. Yeah. I've never clickbaited in my life. What are you talking about? They didn't. It's a good observation there, Zabit. They did not companion Lutri, which is odd to me because this is a really good matchup to be playing Lutri in. Um, I really do think that like, this is a perfect matchup for Lutri. It's a really grindy, Xerox matchup. But maybe they don't feel that. Maybe they feel they need 4 Force of Wills for Hullbreacher. They are playing red, by the way, so that means they're playing every color. They're playing 5-color blue. As we saw Underground Sea, Tundra, Tropical last game, right? They have Hardcast Force up. I can wait and draw Flusterstorm, but that doesn't seem very good. I won't be able to ever use it, so. And obviously we run into possible 1-days, but that's fine. I just want to jam this Narset, basically. Now they can have Lightning Bolt for this here, but that. Oh wow, we hit the. Yeah. I'm just gonna take this mental misstep. We're in great shape. I don't know what the hell's going on from the opponent's side. They had no counter magic. They have no Hullbreacher. They have no Force of Will. Like, what is going on? They just have a bunch of mana? Like, we have double Force Mental Misstep active Narset with a Wheel of Fortune. Like, I'm pretty sure we're going to jam Wheel of Fortune next turn, right? Maybe we don't even need to. Maybe we can just double up by playing an end of turn Hullbreacher. That totally resolves. You can get an Ancestral if you want one. They can't play a Beseiju in their 5-color blue deck. Thankfully, I think we're protected from that one. Right. They could have Abrupt Decay, technically true. I don't think I'm gonna jam my wheel into just Narsa. Oh, they went for Dig Through Time, so they play around Mental Misstep. Very nice. Let's probe. Should we probe or should we get Pyroblast? We should just get Pyroblast. We're so far ahead. We're so far ahead. Yeah, we're just like infinitely far ahead right now. You got it. I still have an Narset. Yeah, I can't imagine we can ever lose this game. Our Preordains and Ponders were both very, very good. Um, they found us exactly what we needed, which was more lands and another Forest of Will was not icing on the top. But we on the Preordain we found a Sapphire, which is the single probably best draw besides maybe like Lotus, and then the Ponder, and then the Sapphire pondered into lands into a fetch land, which then we top decked another land. So yes, we did that already tonight. So it's gonna be good for us. Let me tell you. I don't. Maybe we're not even supposed to wheel here. We were probably supposed to just play Dak Faded, unfortunately, because Dak targeting them is like just as good. I know. I wanted to wheel and get 7 clues, or 7 treasures, but oh, they have swords to plowshares. All right, they just lose because they know we have mental misstep, and I know that their last card is dig through time, and I have an active pyroblast. So I'm gonna pyroblast this, and then I'm gonna deck myself because there's no reason to deck them. They have no cards left. Yes, we would still get treasures. Actually, I think even if they have no cards, we would still get treasures. So we might actually still deck them, right? Because it's not a replacement of that. Yeah. Yeah, actually, we still probably deck them just to get 2 red sources from our pyroblasts. Oh, actually, chat, if I use Force of Will, then I get 2 treasures and I can cast Wheel. Nah, that's probably still worse. I have so many options. It's fucking insane. I only get 1 no, I think I get 2 treasures. Oh, you're right. No, no, because no, you get 2 treasures because the first one they don't draw. I get a treasure instead. So this never applies. This is the deck that got second, yes. Yep. No, 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 no. I think we still get 2 treasures there. No, it didn't let me choose the replacement effect last time I wheeled. It's because they would draw, but instead of drawing, we get a treasure. So then when the next one comes around, they would still draw, but we get a treasure. So Narset never happens. So we just always get all the treasures. So that turn, we could have forced the dig through time, stacked on them, gotten 2 treasures, and then wheeled and drew 7 cards and got 7 treasures. And I totally would have done that for value. I didn't do that for value. I cast Pyroblast, but I should have done that because it would have been epic. No, I believe if it was on their turn, I mean, how am I gonna DAC or wheel on their turn? So why the fuck does it matter? 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds to go. We gotta play Cherry and Sing Pan Man at 4-0. If they're both on Doomsday and we have 4 Hullbreachers in our deck, maybe we're in a good spot here. Yeah, we should be in a good spot. We want to win one. 5 wins will always make it. So we yeah, to lock it up, we need to get a win in the next 2 rounds for sure. Oh show. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get a pair down here. I definitely wouldn't want that. Aren't you more 50% to get a pair down? You either play against a 3-0 or you get a pair down, right? Like there's only 2 of the players get to play together. Yeah, there's a chance that we'd be the 4-2 to make it for sure. For sure. 50-50. Yeah, either do or you don't. These players are still in round 1. All right, I want to give a little spiel and then we'll maybe play some more historic or something. So there's 150 players. There's 150 persons watching right now. You're awesome. Thank you, 150 persons who are watching right now. If you've never been here before, my name is Justin. I'm actually level 1 Janari. I play vintage. Please excuse me. It is very late and I haven't slept yet. It is now 6 a.m. So we kind of just stayed up all night to play this one. Typically I stream the 1 p.m. Eastern vintage challenge on Saturdays. So that was 17 hours ago when we streamed the other vintage challenge. Either way, if you're enjoying the stream, or you want to see more vintage, or you want to be able to learn some vintage, please follow the stream and subscribe on YouTube. Both of those are free actions that help me grow the channel. I'm getting pretty close to 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is a milestone, which lets me apply for monetization. I would really appreciate that. So I put a link in chat, and there's also a link down below to the YouTube channel. So if you feel free to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, I would really appreciate that. The good news is my YouTube channel, all of my VODs from Twitch go on my YouTube channel directly following or like reasonably soon after following my streams. So if you ever wanted to see any kind of vintage deck from the last 2 years, it's all up there on YouTube. You can see challenge winning decks, you can see brews, you can see me winning the vintage showcase in season 2, which qualified me for the mocks. I go over that. I didn't play that one live, but I did a VOD review, which had tons and tons of I think pretty good content in it. So there's tons of stuff up there. If you've never been there before, please check it out. I would really appreciate any help I can get towards growing the YouTube channel. And once again, the alert box didn't save.